what's up guys? Welcome to this unbelievably cheap and overpowered League 1 squad builder with me, your boy FIFA 1 HD. Before we get into the players and this squad, it would mean a great deal to me if you would hammer that like button below, hit the subscribe if you are new to the channel, and if you have any questions on any of the players that I've used, think I could have used someone better, or any questions on FIFA 17 in general, leave that in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. So we're going to kick off in goal with a very reliable, very solid goalkeeper, which is Subasic. Obviously 83 rating is very nice. Speed is quite decent positioning. Nice diving, he's tall, he gets across the goal well, he makes very good saves. Like I've said time and time again, goalkeepers are so damn overpowered that there's no point going and buying the best one in any league. You might as well just buy a decent one, save your coins and use that money elsewhere. Now obviously this is a cheap team, so you're not really going to be spending that elsewhere, but that's a good tip for FIFA 17 in general in my opinion. At right back we move on now and we have Pereira. Very solid, very attacking card. This team works very well as a counter-attacking team. The fullbacks get forward nicely and this guy is very good at that no end. He's got incredible pace there at 86. Not too brilliant defending and physicality, but the pace is very, very good. And as an attacking right back with 81 dribbling and 75 passing, he is phenomenal at getting the ball in, overlapping with the right winger, a very good player indeed. At centre back we have the partnership of Yanga Mbuya and Marquinhos. So I went for these guys because obvious pace advantage straight away. They're cheap and they've also got decent defending and physicality stats. You know, they're big imposing players. Yanga Mbuya first, 72 pace, not too shabby at all. 81 defending is pretty damn decent, and 79 physicality, very nice indeed. Moving on to Marquinhos, 73 pace, very similar to Yanga Mbuya. Not amazing, but very decent. Much better defending there at 84, as you can see. His passing is also quite good at 67 for a centre-back, and his physicality not too bad there at 76. So overall, a very pacey back four so far, as you can well imagine. Coming in at left-back, we have Kurzawa. This guy is not as quick as the others in this, you know, sort of for their position. At left-back, 79 pace is not amazing, but he's such a good all-rounder, and all of those stats are really, really nice that I love using him. And to be honest, I never noticed too much of a pace problem with this guy. So 79 pace maybe isn't as quick as a lot of people would like, but it's very good, especially when you mix it in with all of his other amazing attributes. He's such a well-rounded player that wherever he finds himself on the pitch, he can do you a job, and that's exactly why I picked him. At CDM, the real screen and the brick wall in front of the back four, I've gone for Diarra. Could have, you know, there's a lot of other good options. Obviously, Matuidi, your more expensive one. But Diarra, for a player that's so cheap, virtually around discard value, 83 overall with 77 pace. So if he's out of position for whatever reason, although that is rare, he can get back, he can track all over the pitch. He's got really nice pace there with 77. Decent passing at 73, although he's not the main guy for passing, but certainly when he has the ball, he can use it well. But the 80 dribbling, I think, is really nice. Gets him out of tight spots very easily and allows him to make that pass. But where he really comes into his own is mixing that pace with the defending and physicality, which is brilliant. He's such a little terrier, very similar to Kante. You know, just wins that ball back time and time again. And like I said, provides a real good screen in front of that back four, who can be a little bit attacking at times. So it's a very nice player to have in there to just give you that extra bit of security. At central midfield, I do need to change this guy because I use him in a few teams. He's currently at Cam at the moment. It's not really affected his position. That is Remy Cabella. This guy is one of the players that I've been a big fan of in many FIFAs, especially this one. He was one of my top 5 cheap sort of beasts to buy. So if you have seen that video, you'll see how much I like this guy already. And look at the reasons why. 83 pace for a midfielder, and especially if you play him at Cam, is brilliant. Very, very nice indeed. 73 shooting, also incredible. 76 passing, very decent. and 83 dribbling. Lovely. So he's got good pace, he's tricky, he can use the ball well, and he's got decent shooting. He already racked me up a couple of goals. Very, very good player indeed. A fox in the box, great for creating chances for others too. Overall, just a fantastic player for such a dirt cheap value. You know, only going for around sort of 800 coins, and what a player you are getting for that money. Moving on, we have another cheap player that's amazing, very similar to Kazawa in many ways, that he's just so good in all areas. Tolisso with his 73 pace, 74 shooting, 74 passing, 73 dribbling, 76 defending and 80 physicality makes him a perfect player for a midfield 3, because he can do it all. He can help out in defence, he can get forward, he's got the sort of physicality, everything going for this guy. He's going to score you goals, he's going to win you the ball back, he's going to get assists, the lot, and he is a very, very decent player for the price. I love using him. While he isn't a master of any trade specifically, like I said, just such a great all-rounder that I really did love using him and found him very, very effective. We move on to the left wing position now, and we pop in Untep. Again, virtually discard sort of value to about maybe £1,000. This guy has got incredible pace there at 91 and very nice shooting for a winger. 75 shooting. That's better than some sort of, you know, strikers in the Premier League that have got 90 odd pace. So 75 shooting is quite decent, especially when you mix it in with his physicality and his dribbling ability too. His passing isn't too bad either. So overall, just a very effective player for getting you up the pitch, getting you in the box, and whether he's passing it or scoring himself, a very nice player indeed to use. Very fun, incredibly effective in front of goal as well. As is this guy, who isn't as quick, Fekir, but he is a very decent player. He's got a lot in his locker, and what really attracted me to him was his sort of dribbling. So good there at 87, and when you mix it in with his incredible shooting at 77, decent physicality at 75, not too shabby passing at 76, he's just a phenomenal player. Now, while the pace is a little bit slow, I think when you've got that incredible sort of dribbling stats, it almost doesn't matter, because while he might be a little bit slower and you might not just run past players, you can dribble past them. So it sort of balances out for me. I found him a very good player to use, very enjoyable, and overall just a really good player to create chances and score them himself. Finally, we move on to the talisman of this team, which is, where is he now? Let me just find him. It is Edison Cavani. Now, not the most popular choice for everyone, but for me, I wanted to try a player that's so incredibly cheap for an 85 rated striker in a decent league that people are going to use within this game. And for me, he was brilliant. You've got the pace with Untep and a few others, and this guy's positioning, the way he makes runs, his height, his physicality, just overall made him such a good player to use. So effective, like I've said before. In front of goal, there's not many better. He can finish any sort of chance coming to him. So good in that respect. His pace, like I said, not brilliant, but it's not too bad, because he's got good physicality and strength to hold off players when he is running, in parallel with maybe a defender or two. And he makes such good movements and such good runs that he buys himself a few yards already. So if you set him to get him behind, you'll find it very easy to play this guy in. Also, crossing it from the wings, he's got such a great heading ability that he's going to score a lot of goals for you there. But overall, I just found him incredibly effective and the real goals for this team. And it's always nice to have a player that you know if he gets a chance, he's probably going to score it. And that's exactly what you get with Edison Cavani. So we're just going to have a look at the player instructions. I haven't really got much on any of them, if I'm being quite honest, just because the team plays very well as is. But you could quite easily maybe put Cabella to sort of be a bit more free roam and allow him to create a lot more chances, and maybe stick Diarra to stay back while attacking. And Edison Cavani, you can either play him as a target man or put him to get him behind if you like that style of play. But overall, you didn't really need an awful lot. Where this team really comes into its own is the custom tactics for me. Passing, extremely high. Organised, obviously, we like to have the players in their position and that organised style. Build up for chance creation is incredibly set around passing, because it's a very good team with a lot of good players who can use the ball. Shooting, that's where you want with Cavani. You want him getting a lot of shooting opportunities. Crossing maybe could be a little bit higher if that's the way you like to play with the wingers. And overall pressure. These defenders are really quick, and they also have like high attacking work rates. So you might as well take advantage of that and have them being very highly aggressive with high pressure. I found that worked really, really well indeed. So I hope you enjoyed this look at a very cheap, very overpowered League One team. For more squad builders and player reviews like this, please hit the subscribe button below, and peace.